Hi everyone, Adam Pecoraro here from Flexoraro Fitness. Thank you for clicking on our video. We got a good workout for you today. You're going to need some dumbbells, and that's it. Dumbbells and your wonderful, wonderful self. What we're going to do is a foundational strength training routine. It's one that I really enjoy. It's tried, it's true, it's good for you. It doesn't have things that are too ballistic, too dynamic, or too complicated. It's simple but effective, and that's something that I really think is a good approach. Simple but effective. Who wouldn't want something like that? So let's go ahead and get started with a nice little warm up and we'll jump into action. Okay, so let's start marching in place. Pull your stomach in. Breathe deep. Let's raise the core temperature mildly. Let's assess how we're feeling. Anything hurt? Anything stiff? Are you sluggish? We'll take that all into account, okay? I believe in a good thorough warm-up. Hopefully it'll help you shake off those things and get your body feeling better. If you're feeling pumped up, do your diligence. Let's march through this warm-up. Let's make sure that we're getting ourselves ready to be our best. Okay, let's step apart, together, apart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, circle back one, forward one, calf raise when they go over your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Float your hands up, follow one, open the chest, follow the other. Stretch both ways with your arms, forward and back. Okay, bend your elbows, trunk rotations with a pivot. When we don't have any undue torque against our ankle, knee, or hip, loosen up your spine. Hands are about chest height. Okay, still shoulder width, alternating side bend reacher. Try to look at your hand as you push your hip away. Okay, both hands reach down, head rotations to stretch your neck. Drop your chin to your chest and roll your one shoulder and then the other shoulder. Drop your chin, head up. Okay, scorpion curls, skate one way, skate the other. Hook your heels and dynamically stretch out the quadriceps. Okay, circles, loosen up them hips. Try to put your foot right back down where it came from. We're going in to out. Oh yeah. Turn into a macho man. Oh yeah. Let's circle the opposite way. Out to in. Big motion. Oh, loosen up those hips. Loosen up those hips. Okay, calf raises. Good for balance. Great for circulation. We've done extension, let's do flexion, toes up. Okay, double your shoulder width, lateral lunge, hips back, brace on your quadriceps and then push through the heel. We go the other way. So we're getting warm and we're getting loose. Dynamic movement. When you feel the muscles stretch, that's flexibility. When the joints move, that's mobility. When you have to do balancing, that's core. Okay, so now grab your shin, reach. It's always opposites. Here's my left, I grab my right. Here's my right, I grab my left. Here's my left, I grab my right. Whoa. Whoa. Runner's lunge, double a walking length, drop down, press out. If you have no issues with your joints, your balance can hold true and drop down. Try to sit right on top of your heel. One more. Okay, let's switch that up. Here we go. Back up. Okay, and let's put a pin in it with a nice warning stretch. So big breath in from a wide stance, hands overhead, breathe out slow and pull your elbows way back. Oh. Drop in, big breath. Pull your elbows way back, arch your back a little, open up everything. Oh. You come back center, shake it out. All right, let's jump into action. Okay, so ab and core routine, high plank is the start. Remember, you don't have to work for every second of every minute, but the idea is to try to go and last as long as you can, thinking of quality over quantity. Okay, so head to heel, strong as steel for the beginning. Let's begin. Hi, you. Hi, buddy. Good to see you. Hi, buddy. Thanks for the love. Okay. Thank you, baby. I appreciate the support. 30 seconds. Time. Okay, roll up to pulse up. So we're on our back, we reach, we squeeze, feet come up, we pulse, we come down with control. You can always take the pulse up out if you need to, because that one is pretty demanding. But if you feel like you can do both, go for it. Remember, there's no such thing as a bad rep, unless you get hurt. It's kind of wonky, a little bit out of control. Work it, as long as you feel safe. Work it to refine it. That was one of the things that the martial arts really taught me. The idea of like, hey, when you start out and you learn how to do a punch, there should be a difference between a white belt's punch and a black belt's punch. But there should be difference all the belts in between. As you grow and refine and develop, you don't have to be perfect as a white belt. So when you're working these exercises, if some of them are challenging or new, you don't have to be perfect at it. But you work to refine and get better and better through time and training and patience and perseverance. Okay, wide leg, cross arm sit up, another good old classic. So, say I come up with my right arm, it's got to cross to my left foot. And then if I come up with my left arm, it's got to cross to my right foot. Let's straighten. Okay, we're gonna check my board. Oh, heel tap crunches. That's the one where we're here. We come up towards the heels. Now, you don't have to touch your heels to get benefit. And you can always do a classic 2 up, 2 down crunch, because you're only as good as your basics, and that's a way for everyone to participate. But otherwise, heel tap crunches is what we're going for. So you're never perfectly still with your legs, but you try to keep them at 90, and you go as far as you can down the leg with your chin tucked. All right. What's next? Oblique returns. Okay, we have to lay on our back. I recommend using one hand behind your head, and then you reach for your heel, trying to create a crunch. When you come back, you switch. That way you always have some support for your neck. It's important to keep your shoulders up. You don't have to touch your heel to get benefit, but keep your shoulders up and try to create that side bend. Whew. Whew. Good old leg lifts are next. Now, if leg lifts ever become a little bit too challenging, or if your lower back especially starts to hurt, do the dead bug march as an alternative. That's here. Drop one leg opposite hand, return, alternate. Less weight, less strain, counterbalance to help you. Otherwise, we lift and lower. Here we go. We get to get off our back. We have plank, cross tap, other side, one push up. Try to stabilize. Whew. We're moving. Flutters. Okay. I'm gonna try to do 100. I'm gonna count. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2. And if we get to 1, 2, 3, 25, we have done 100 because 25 times 4 is 100. Try to look at your toes to keep your shoulders up. Diamond hands under the lumbar. Little cushion. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 100. 10 seconds. Ha! Time. Oh yeah! So we got the speed bike. If you have any issues with your lower back, try this. Heels down, crunch, and tuck a knee, then the other side. Otherwise, we split and we pump. You have elbow to opposite knee. Doesn't need to touch, just more range of motion is more intense, so try to make it touch. Shoulders up, heels up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, best one. I love to do more of it. I think I'm toast. You got about 8 seconds. If you got more in the tank, keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. Last one. Let me get up. A low plank. I recommend palms up so that you don't make fists and then get front loaded in the fists. Try to keep things more localized in the midsection with your palms up. We got this. We'll push your heels down. Believe in yourself. Pull your belly button in. This challenge will make us stronger. Push those heels towards the earth. Pull your belly button in. Seconds left, you can do it, hang in, let's breathe through it, we can do it, yeah, hang in there, my friends, hang in with me, I need you, if you persevere, I'll persevere, I may not be able to see you, but I can feel you, I can feel you, hang in, a lot of time under tension, time. Nice. Good job. Whew. Get some water. Whew. Okay, so we got our dumbbells. It's okay to drop weight whenever you need to. I always think it's the wise thing to do, and it shows humility. You want to have good form, the cleanest you understand how to do. For most exercises, we can be shoulder width or in a split stance. I recommend rear heel up. It'll automatically flex your glute, which will support your lumbar and prevent this. There's no guarantee, but it can help to prevent that. So you gotta mind your posture and pull your stomach in. So engaging the cage is tummy, tushy, gut, and butt. Keep those tight. Chances are you'll have good posture. We're gonna load the dumbbells, one in each hand with elbows tight. We're gonna corkscrew at the top and then bring them right back down. So it's like you're doing a guard, but instead of punching this way, you Superman punch through the sky. The goal is to try to get 10 reps of everything. If you can go as high as 15, that's great. If you're doing more than 15 and it's pretty easy, I'd like you to slow everything down, like 2 seconds up, 3 seconds down, to create a little bit more work for your muscles. Otherwise, you're just training for stamina, which is not really a bad thing. It's just that if you're going for strength, you have to give some overload to the muscles. And I would rather you be in the realm of like 8, 10, or 12, 15 at the furthest, rather than doing 25 or 30 in a 60-second time span. So slower is more challenging, and focus on range of motion with good posture. Grab your weights. Time. Great. Exercise number next. We switch from a deltoid emphasis to a bicep emphasis. Palms forward. We're up in the supinated position, and we're going to do bicep curls. The supinated position will work the short head of the biceps. That doesn't mean it's not working both heads or the forearms, and you should feel that in your chest and your stomach too. So we get nice and tight with our elbows, and we give them a kiss. Oh. Well, you got about 8 seconds left if you got a few more in the tank. Otherwise, take a rest with me, and then we'll move on to the next exercise. And the next exercise is tricep kickback. So if you try to get by, you'll get dealt with, right? So we got to cover the whole arm. Keep your weight back in your heels. Neutral spine is the way you are with good posture when you're upright. Maintain that when you bend with a good hip hinge. Lock and load the elbows tight. Kick them back. And then right here. This one's tough, so if you have choices of different weights, you might want to lighten the load a bit. Again, weight in the heels, tummy's tight. Ooh-wee. Back to a little. Keep pushing if you can. Arms are gonna get a rest after this. We're gonna do some squats. Time. So remember the hip hinge on your squats. Keep your weight in your heels and your chest up. If you keep your chin up, you'll probably keep your chest up. If you have really good range of motion and if you come down here, we don't want to go this far because you're resting on your haunches. So you got to go to where there's still time under tension and you're feeling it in your legs and your butt. 10 more seconds and then we'll jump back to action. Ready? Let's squat. Now, if your hips hurt or if your knees or ankles hurt, turn your toes out just a bit. See if that can help to alleviate it. Time. Okay, back to deltoids. We're doing alternating shoulder press. We're going to have the plane of a barbell horizontally held. We're going to go one arm and then the opposite. You're going to corkscrew in with your arm next to your ear. So we have the opposite rotation of what we did on the deep swimmer press at the start. Every 2 is 1. Try to get a good solid 10. Hike them up, palms forward, tummy tight, cushy tight. Half, 1, 1.5, 2, and so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Hammer first. So emphasizing the long end of the biceps and the forearms. Here, 90 degrees is all you need. We don't want to clean it. We have the triceps and the chest and the shoulders take over for the biceps when you get up here. So keep it in the biceps and then back down. Tight, tight elbows. Ready? Ah, 3 seconds. Okay, back to triceps. A triceps overhead extension, we do them often. 1 dumbbell is fine. You can hold it horizontally, which is usually more comfortable for folks, but you gotta watch your elbows. So if you look like you're being handcuffed, not so good. You gotta bring your elbows in with 1 dumbbell held horizontally. Otherwise, have it held vertically, A lot easier to keep your elbows tight that way, but you gotta make sure it doesn't ding you on the back of the head. I'm gonna do that one. Keep it on the back half of your head. Here we go. Next, we have a squat to an alternating reverse lunge. So we do our squat head on, and then you pick a leg to come back into your lunge. And then once we push up from the front heel, we repeat the squat here. Opposite leg comes back. It's not necessary for your knee to touch the ground, but if it does, just kiss the ground. It's more range of motion, therefore more intense the lower you go. You can always brace, like in our warm-up with a runner stretch, and then return for your squat. Let's do it. Yeah. Time. Okay, gang, if you need water, now's a good time. We have the lateral shoulder fly coming up next. Whenever your arm is farther from your body, it's weaker because there's less recruitment. So lighter weight, the plane is here, parallel to the ground, and if you have great control and confidence, pinky more to heaven as opposed to thumb. Let's get ready. Time. All right. So now we're back to biceps. We're going to do corkscrew curls. So we're going to start neutral, so in the plane of a hammer curl, and then we're going to twist them in and then return neutral. So a little bit of torque, and pinkies turn out when you get to the top of the curl. Yeah. Ready? Let's work. Okay, so now single arm tricep overhead extension. We're gonna do 30 seconds per arm. Lightweight. I like to connect to my hip. Elbow stays skyward. Hammer up. Lower it down. Draw the big fat Conan sword and then return it to the sheath behind your back. Really tight, fishy tight. Just 30 seconds. Oh. Oh. No. Okay, that's 10. I'm gonna switch. Here's 30. Here we go. Oh. Arms get a rest after this. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Now. Arms get a rest. Squat to curtsy. The curtsies are going to alternate. So we squat here, cross behind, hinge the hips, curtsy as deep as you can, push it from the front heel, work this leg, return, squat, step behind, hinge the hips, drop down, foot crossing behind at the ball of foot, front foot's flat with the heel emphasizing and the heel pressing. Squat, curtsy. Squat, curtsy, squat, curtsy, squat, curtsy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shut the door. If you don't, better brace, because my foot will hit your face. Okay. Alternating front raise is next. Another shoulder emphasis, another plane, working on flexion motion, vertical, arm tight like you have a newspaper under your arm and you don't want it to fall. About chin height, back down, then the other side. Can't stress enough, the arm has to be close. It's not completely locked, there's always a little bend, but don't curl. Raise. 1, and then the other one. Okay, cross-body bicep curls. They're kind of staying in the hammer position, but it's not this plane. I cross my right arm to my left pectoral, and then my left arm to my right pectoral or shoulder, that general area. It doesn't have to touch. So headlock your bicep. Cross, and then return. Cross, and return. Different motions, different planes for the body. Good for strength. Great for mobility and control. This is our 4th set of biceps. And time. Okay, skull crusher, we're gonna lay on the ground. You could do 1 dumbbell or 2. It's important to remember that it's all in a name, so you don't crush your head. Right to the top of the skull. Hammer forward, don't let it go beyond your eyebrows. Come back down nice and slow. Actually, I think 1 dumbbell's the way to go when we're on the ground. Okay, friends. Triceps. Here we go. We did delts, we did bi, gotta do try, because if we try to get by, we're gonna be dealt with. What? Slow and controlled. Put the dumbbell crown on your head, dumbbell tiara, I guess. Hammer. Hammer. Is that a better angle? Now that the round's almost over. Okay. Are we back to legs? Okay, heels up, goblet squat. Okay, so you need a 3rd dumbbell, and if you don't, you just use body weight. So I'm gonna put that there. And I guess I can just grab a kettlebell, but imagine that, a dumbbell will work too. The way this works is in reverse. So if my heels are up, the back of my foot is up, I'm gonna work the front more. And then I front load the weight, so quads get the work here. Plus you get to work balance. Think elbows go towards my knees. They don't have to touch to get benefit. That's just to help you with the posture so you don't bow forward. I bring my elbows towards my knees. Time. So now we do toes up, Romanian deadlift. Romanian deadlift means we don't touch the ground with the weight. Toes up means that instead of the front getting the most that's all, folks. Instead of the front getting the majority of the work, the back will. If you don't have a pair of dumbbells, do it with just body weight. Or excuse me, if you don't have 2 pairs of dumbbells, do it with just body weight. Or hold something like that 1 kettlebell in front. Slight bend of the knees, drag your knuckles across your legs. Don't let your hands come off your legs. When you get to your maximum, without your back rounding, push through your heels. Stomach tight, you move the weight close to your legs. Give a good hinge. Good hinge. This way, if lead paints ever become fashionable, you will be trained and ready to wear them. And I will be ready to push you in the water. Time. Wonderful. Okay, push-ups. Let's get a nice round of push-ups in. So either head to heel, strong as steel from the knees. Try to keep the elbows close rather than flared. Try to line your shoulder up with your fingers so that you're here, not out here. Elbows are tight, you're here, you're not out there. Okay, bring the whole body down. Here we go. That's 15. Definitely doing push-ups after all those arms, huh? I'm only at 20. 25. 27. 20. 20. And time. Friends, that's your workout. Everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. And if you could do me a favor and like this video, leave a comment. I'll respond. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. That way you can be notified each and every time we upload a brand new video. Okay, see you next time.